Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Sarika Makul, Associate Professor, Sagar Group of Institutions, Bhopal. Today, I am here in front of you to discuss about 7 C's of effective communication from the subject Communication Skills in MBA First Sem. Here we go. Before going to understand what are the 7 C's of effective communication, first of all, we would like to understand what is the meaning of effective communication. So, effective communication is a process by which information is transmitted between individuals or organizations, and the purpose of transmitting the information is to inform, request, persuade, motivate, or build goodwill. And the main thing is that the communication can only be complete if it is clear, complete, correct, and it would save the reader's time and also helps in achieving its goals. So if we say that our communication is effective, so all these things should be present in your communication. Only then we can say that our communication is an effective communication. So there are 7 C's which plays an important role to make our communication effective, which we should keep in mind while going further. So C, the 7 C's of communication. These are the 7 C's onto which we have to give consideration, or we have to keep in mind while making our communication effective. That is concreteness, consideration, courtesy, correctness, conciseness, clarity, and completeness. Now, one by one, we'll do it in detail. The first and the foremost C which makes your communication effective is completeness. The message should be complete. It should contain all the information needed by the receiver. But the point is that the information should not be too little as well as should not be more than required, because that would lose the meaning of the communication, or that would create confusion in the minds of receiver. So the information should be appropriate as per needed by the receiver. Incomplete information can always lead to inappropriate consequences. So we should take care that the information which we are conveying to the receiver should be appropriate one. Now these are the various features of completeness. Complete communication develops and enhances reputation of an organization. Obviously, if we are able to give the concrete information or appropriate information to our receivers, to our listeners, then we can develop a reputation of our organization. It would definitely help in cost saving, because additional cost is incurred in conveying extra message which is not at all required, and also that creates confusion in the minds of the receiver. Complete communication always gives additional information whenever required. It leaves no questions in the mind of receiver. So we should keep in mind that we should make our message or design our message in such a way that it leaves no questions in the mind of the receiver. It should be crystal clear in the mind of the receiver. Complete communication always helps in better decision making by the audience, readers, or receivers of the message. And obviously it motivates the audience, because if the audience are able to get the complete information, so they can make their decisions properly. So they always require the completeness in the information. Now see the example of completeness. Like in these examples, these are the advertisements given in the newspaper. So there is some incompleteness in all these advertisements. Just look at this. This is dog for sale. This is the advertisement for dog which they are offering for sale, and they have written about that dog eats anything and is fond of children. So there is something missing in this sentence, right? Used cars. This is the ad of used cars which says, why go elsewhere to be cheated? Come here first. So this gives a double meaning sentence. See, it says that why to go elsewhere to get cheated by the other person? Come here first. So there is certain kind of incompleteness in this sentence also. Another example, another ad is for illiterate people. Write today for help. This is again incomplete, because illiterate people, how can the other person will write and read? So this shows incompleteness in the message. Now the another second C is conciseness. Conciseness means to be precise or to the point. Give your message using least possible words. We should use less words to express our views, thoughts and ideas, because too much use of words or repetition of words create confusion and boredomness in the mind of the receiver. Whereas conciseness highlights the main message and it helps save time as well as cost of the receiver as well as sender. So these are the various features of conciseness. It saves time and cost. It focuses on the main idea. It is very much appealing because it does not create any kind of confusion. It is to the point. It is non-repetitive. That is why in most of the corporate organizations, everyone prefer to write mails to the point. They do not write any kind of stories and all that. They always try their level best to write the mails to the point, so that if anybody is reading your mails, the time and cost has not been wasted at that very particular moment. So this is the purpose of conciseness feature. Now these are the examples. Like for example, you can do it short due to the fact that, instead of writing due to the fact that, we can write because. Employed the use of, we can write used. Basic fundamentals completely eliminate, we can write fundamentals. Alternative choices, we can write alternatives only, that can also serve the purpose. Actual experience, or either we can write experience, that serves the purpose. Connected together or connected, same meaning. Final result or result, it is also the same. Prove conclusively or prove is the same. In as few words as possible, concisely we can use. So we can use such kind of words which can replace the number of words with only one word. So that makes our sentence concise, precise, and it looks somewhat organized also. So we should prefer to be concise in our communication. That makes us professional as well. Now see this, if you put extra and irrelevant words, people might get bored, as I've already explained you that if you are using extra and irrelevant words or irrelevant stories or extra stories, so that might be possible that the people who are listening you might get bored and your speech will not be as effective as you are expecting. Now the third C is consideration, giving empathy. Putting yourself into the shoes of others. Always be empathize with the other person. This is the third C for effective speaker or for effective communication. You should be sincere, you should be unbiased, you should respect the values of other person and also the opinions and ideas of other person. Always be empathize in your behavior while communicating with the other person. So that is consideration. It means that you should consider the needs of the receiver. As per the receiver, as per the level of the receiver, you should give your lecture, you should deliver your message, convey the information as per the level of the receiver. So these are the features of consideration. Makes message receiver oriented. Here receiver oriented means that you have to design your message as per the needs of the receiver. What the receiver demands from your message, you should deliver the same to the receiver. Only then he could be satisfied and your communication will become effective. Always emphasizes on you approach rather than I approach, because I attitude shows your stubbornness, whereas you approach shows your consideration. It shows your empathy towards the other person. Always take care of the other person, their needs, their thoughts, their ideas, their opinions, right? Entails positive reaction from the audience. If you consider their needs, they will definitely give you the positive reaction. It facilitates better two-way communication, because if you are putting yourself into the shoes of your listeners, so definitely it would be a two-way communication, because they would feel like connected with you while you are just conveying your message to the other person. So please be empathize. So this is the third C, that is consideration. Now see this picture which shows when you are not considerate to the other person, the same would happen. There could not be any kind of coordination, connection between the two persons. So they should not be there while you are doing your communication. Another C is, fourth C is concreteness. Now what is the difference between conciseness and concreteness? Conciseness means use of less words, whereas concreteness means you have to use facts and figures. You have to be clear about various facts and figures also. You have to just write your message with the figures only. So be particular and clear rather than fuzzy and journal. It strengthens the confidence because when you have data with you, you can prove your point in smaller words, in short words also. Concrete messages are not misinterpreted because you have data with you. It is supported with specific facts and figures. Make use of words that are clear and that build the reputation of the organization. So always be concrete in your communication. Always have facts and figures. Do not be vague in your messages. Like these are the examples of concreteness which makes you clear the difference between concreteness and conciseness. The price of washing machine is very high. This is the first sentence. Another sentence says the price of automatic washing machine is rupees 23,000. Now see, the first sentence is the concise sentence. Second one is also concise but concrete also. Because washing machine can be semi-automatic, it can be fully automatic, or it can be a normal washing machine. But when you say automatic washing machine, so it becomes much more concrete, and that too concise also. Is very high means there is no limit to higher side. It can be 1 lakh, it can be 2, it can be 1 crores also. But when you limit it with rupees 23,000, so it means that this is limited to 23 and this becomes a concrete message. So this is the difference between conciseness and concreteness, and both are required to make your communication effective communication. Now another C says clarity. The message should be clear, it should be transparent as this picture shows you. There should be transparency in your message. It should be clear in the mind of the sender as well as receiver. It should not be ambiguous. It should not have double meaning words. You should use exact and concrete words. Clarity makes understanding easier. You should always use the words which should not be jargon to your audience. Now these are the features. It makes understanding easier. Complete clarity of thoughts and ideas enhances the meaning of message. Clear message makes use of exact, appropriate and concrete words. So you should know the clarity of your message. Like use simple words. Instead of using subsequent, you can use later, accede, agree, endeavor, try, supersede, replace, disclose, show. So I mean to say that do not use jargon words in front of your audience. Always use those words which for which your receiver or your audience are familiar with. So that is the meaning of clarity. Another is courtesy, that is thank you, please, polite, give respect to others. So now courtesy as well as your empathy is consideration. There is a little bit difference. Consideration means you are considering the needs of the other person, whereas courtesy means your etiquettes, the respect which you give to others, your politeness. So to give respect using kind words always makes your communication effective, like sorry, thank you and good morning. Or at least smile on your face makes you courteous. Now these are the features of courtesy. It shows respect for the receiver. It is not at all biased. It is positive and focused at the audience because you are taking care of the needs of your audience. Now see, this is the example of courtesy which says you can never do things right. Try working on this project. If you are lucky, you may not have to redo it. This is the way you can say to your junior. Another way of saying the same thing can be, Jane, this is an interesting project. Do you think you would be able to do it? I know last time something went wrong with the project, but everyone makes mistakes. If we sat down and discussed it, I'm sure you would be able to do wonders. Now see, the point is same, but the way of presenting your point is quite different. The first sentence shows harshness. It displays or it reflects harshness of the employer. Whereas the second sentence, the same thing which the other employer is saying to his or her subordinate is somewhat polite. It's showing courteousness towards the receiver, towards the listener. So I mean to say that you should always be courteous to your employees so that it should not hurt them for the first time. So you can say your way, the ways of saying the things can be different, but it makes a lot of difference in your communication, right? Another C is correctness. Proper usage of grammar, facts and figures. There should not be any kind of spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, punctuation mistakes. So you should use proper usage of grammar. Like commas save lives, everybody knows. Let's eat grandma. No comma. So if there is no comma in between let's eat grandma, so it makes another sense. If we say let's eat grandma, it says come on grandma, we'll eat together. So commas save lives. So that is why we are saying that always take care of your grammar portion as well as the punctuation marks, because that can change the meaning of the sentence. Even if we are using tenses, if you use past tense instead of future tense, that can also change the meaning of your sentence. So always be careful about your commas and other things. So these are the features of correctness. The message is exact and well timed and makes appropriate use of language. Correctness always boosts your confidence level. It has greater impact on the audience and it adds beauty to the message, because these punctuation marks always adds beauty to the message which you are sending to the other person. Now these are certain importance of 7 C's. It saves your time and cost. It makes your communication more effective. It helps your message be conveyed properly with the help of these 7 C's. Considering these 7 C's, it can help you to have good relationships with people. It eliminates uncertainty. So I mean to say that these are the importance of 7C. So if you follow all these 7 C's, you would be able to definitely improve your communication and you can make your communication as effective communication.